Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope everybody is having a great Saturday morning. Good morning. I don't need my glasses to say hi to everybody. Good morning and welcome in to our day 2 of our Quantum Feminine Conference. And I don't know about you guys, but yesterday was so rich and fulfilling, and I felt so good last night and was really excited to come back this morning and continue to work together, which is very exciting. And we have another incredible day, and we're going to start with a practice and talk about feminine surrender this morning. And sorry, my cat is just making all sorts of noise. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. She's tired of mom being on calls today from yesterday. Anyways, so we're going to start with a practice, and then we'll go through the schedule and some logistics at the end of my presentation today. So we're going to talk about feminine surrender, and we're going to do a little activity to get started. So you can use the chat box. I have it up here. And good morning, Karen. I see your comment in there. And I want to know what you would like to surrender or surrender to. You know, what are you holding on to, or, you know, what fears have come up for you? And you may even have some new things after the activities yesterday. So, you know, what do you want to surrender? That's what I want to hear from you guys. You can put it in the chat box. And as always, make sure you have your journals handy. I'm sure you learned that from yesterday. Surrender to trust. So good. Yes. What else? Mine today is surrendering to the flow of things, because that is definitely still a challenge, especially with kids and school and all sorts of things like that. So you can continue to put what you'd like to surrender to in the chat box as we discuss what surrender even is. And so the roots of the word surrender, and I'll put some of this in the chat box because I know some of you guys are taking notes. Sur, okay, is a prefix meaning higher. It means to render. It means to melt. So when we hear the word surrender, the masculine definition or energy around surrender is giving up, submitting to someone's authority, ceasing to resist the enemy. And that doesn't feel so good, right? To give up, to stop resisting. But when you reclaim the roots of the word, sur, higher, render, melting, then to surrender, and I'll put this in the comments for you, means to melt into something higher. So as we work with this quantum feminine energy, we take this word surrender and reclaim it with this feminine definition, which is to melt into something higher. So with this context, surrender is letting go of our limitations and merging into our wholeness. I'll put that in here too. Letting go of your limitations and merging into our wholeness. And that feels really good, doesn't it? This idea of merging into source. Surrendering can bring up our fears. And no matter what our fears are, the root of human fear ultimately is death. And while death can be or feel like the shadow, it is actually our ally. Because it's the mind and the ego that fears death. But our soul, our spirit, will never doubt its immortality. Shakti never dies. The sacred feminine powers of our universe will never die. And as a woman, our body is designed to cycle through this process of surrendering to death each and every moon. Moon by moon, we understand what it means to surrender. We flow, we fill and hold, and then we empty and release. We understand the grace of the circle. Our DNA spirals in every single cell. The circle is our wholeness. There is no beginning and there is no end. In our body, our cellular structures, our DNA, they're all circles and spirals holding the sacred gateway to life. And they teach us that in every death, in whatever form that death takes, there is service to a new birth. From our bleeding every single month to our annihilation in the moment of an orgasm. Every moment we choose to surrender ushers in something new. And so with that, we're going to connect with those spirals and circles and this idea of surrender. So get comfortable in your chair. Close down your eyes. And let's just arrive here this morning. Say hello to your body. Hello. See how your body responds. Let it say hello back. And just breathe in and out. Natural breathing. And begin by surrendering to the flow of your own breath. Allowing your breath to happen. And just observe the breath moving in and out of the body. And place your hands on your womb. For the men that join us, on your sacral chakra. And bring your awareness to the energy of the womb, the sacred container of the Shakti. And ask yourself, am I nurturing my Shakti? Does this sacral chakra feel nurtured? What is the dynamic of the energy in my sacral chakra? Just notice. Just come into the space. And begin to notice the circular patterns. Your sacral chakra, a cylindrical disc that runs from the front to the back of the body and extends into the etheric body. It spins and spirals. Notice the circular shapes of the womb. Perhaps trace your womb from start to finish. Notice the circular structure of your cells. Notice the circular spirals in your toric field. Notice the spiraling of your DNA structures. And begin to immerse yourself in circles and spirals. Circles and spirals. Just connect in. Begin to notice the spirals and circles in your own life. Remember when you have let something go and it has come back to you. Remember your moments at the top of the spiral, your peaks and your valleys at the base of the spiral. Begin to piece together when your life has been in circles and spirals. The truth is, it always is. But recognize now, bring to conscious awareness your own patterns of circles and spirals in your own life. Bring to mind where you have control energy. Bring to mind where you feel tight and anxious and constricted about something. And notice the tension in the body that appears. Notice how the mind wants to take over this experience. And with every exhale, begin to surrender to the natural flow of life, to the feminine chaos. Melt the anxiety. Melt the tension and stress. Merge with soul. Merge with your higher consciousness. Inhale, merge, and exhale, melt. Inhale, merge, exhale, melt. Become one with your fear and the surrender. Allow them to merge together. Release, relax, drift, dissolve. Surrender. Melt into the highest consciousness, into a higher soul. Begin to engage your feminine wisdom, the wise crone inside soul. Connect with her. You already know your truth. Ask her if she has wisdom or truth for you. What is it that you know? Melt into your truth. Notice the body fully relax, melting and opening to the energy fields surrounding you, to our Mother Earth, to your own cellular structure, flowing and melting into it. Take a nice deep breath in and bring your chin to your chest, feeling the stretch at the back of the neck. And be gentle opening your eyes and grab your journal and write down any experiences or thoughts that come to you. What and how are you surrendering now? Just take a few minutes to write down your thoughts. And so we begin a new day together, and we start by surrendering ourselves. And today, our schedule, so we at 10 a.m., so in 30 minutes, we are back with Victoria Jane, and she is going to talk about how to channel and do some channeling. And we're honored to have her. And then we have a break. So we do have a little bit of a break today with how the schedule worked out. And I'll be sharing links to the Awakened Grace docuseries. We have 2 episodes out currently. The episode we were premiering today is delayed. So we will be sharing the links to Julie Hoyle's episode as well as Carolina Helen, who had a near-death experience, are both really beautiful. So those are options for everyone to watch during that time if they'd like to. And then we're back at 1 p.m. with the beautiful Carrie Brackett, and she is going to be talking about the sacred journey of she, honoring the grandmothers, mothers, sisters to the hereafter. At 2 p.m., we'll be back with the beautiful April Megginson talking about effortless effort. And at 3 p.m., we'll be with the magical and amazing Michelle Snelling, unlocking your energetic chastity belt. So we have a lovely day today. It really, each day has its own energy, and it always just works out that way. And I love how it works out. So we have an incredible day today. So really excited about that. I do want to take a moment to share about a free event that's coming up on Monday. So let me pull up the information here. Hold on. So myself and Delisa Hawking and Michelle Snelling are very passionate about melting the divide between those who are vaccinated and those who are unvaccinated, and really standing together with each other. And so we are hosting a free event that is live on YouTube on Monday. And this event is called the Sovereignty Circle. And it's going to be on 11/1, so Monday, November 1st at 1:11 p.m. We did that on purpose. And it'll just be a live stream on YouTube, but we invite you to join in. We're going to be sharing messages and music and prayers. And really, we just want to bring as many people together as a united front as possible to really combat the divisive energy that's happening across the planet. So I did want to share that with you guys at a few points during this event, because it's another free event, but it's really important that we stand together. So I wanted to share that as well. Yeah, it'll be recorded, the live stream on YouTube, so you will be able to connect in later. We also have a way you can share in the event and share your unity on Instagram, and I'll share more of that on my Instagram. So those are some things to dive into. So I appreciate those of you who got up early to be part of this practice. And I look forward in the Q&A today to spending time hearing what came through for you. As I shared yesterday, my own energy carries a lot of nervousness and anxiousness and fear and things. And so I think that's probably why I had a couple near-death experiences, not just one, because Spirit was like, no, really, you got to let this go. So surrender is a huge part of my life. Surrender and forgiveness are probably the most important elements of my spiritual practice every single day. So I'm so happy to share it with you today and to share this experience and this idea that we're just melting. We're melting into higher consciousness. So, so much love to all of you. So we're going to be back in 30 minutes with Victoria Jane. So I look forward to seeing you back. Look forward to spending the day with you, and let's, connect over in Ajata Casa for those who are in Ajata Casa. And again, these replays will be made available to you at the end of the day today. But this will be left up with music, so you can read through some of the prompts and definitions in here if you'd like to as well. So much love to each and every one of you. And we will be back with Victoria Jane.